Bad Plays Games.
Hello Pioneers, I hope you're well. My name is Bed, and this is the Satisfactory Plus mod for the game Satisfactory. In the last episode we started decorating this oil shipping, receiving, not shipping, just receiving, and we started building up the little area down by the oil to build ourselves a train station so we could ship the crude oil and the sand up here. Between episodes I saw this and realized that I really wanted to have a top part to this as well. I think it's going to look pretty slick. I can point this the right way there, yes. There, I love that. That looks a lot better. Okay, now let me show you a little bit of what I did between episodes. There, this place is really coming along. I love it. Let's see. What should we do today? I haven't given it much thought. I mean, I guess we're going to continue with this, right? Oh, let's talk about comments. One comment I got was this one that suggested using the diamond head. And I, funny enough, don't have it even unlocked. But I do think that if we get it unlocked, it'll probably help. It'll probably solve our issues for needing sand over there, right? Where do you even get the diamond head? It's probably locked behind crystal oscillators. Let's take a screenshot of that, put it up on the screen to remind us what we need, and we'll get these items and get this sent off and see if we can find it that way. And you know what, before I leave this area to go and do that, let's talk about another cool comment I got, which suggested that I could maintain the red stripe inside the factory in a case like this by replacing, say, these steel walls with screens, displays. What are they called? Yeah, signs. I'm a dumb. And I like that idea. Let's try it. See if we can do... Yeah, I don't really have big enough signs. Let's go grab some tickets as well, and we'll unlock more signs. Sounds good. So, here's where we would get tickets. We have... oh, a ton. How nice. Oh, didn't mean to press that. Okay, let's spend some tickets. We have 79, wow. So I did unlock these, but I don't think I really need to spend 10 tickets unlocking that one, because I can do the same thing here in RSS. So let's do that. Let's get all of those signs. I'm not going to buy these because I don't think you can use them any longer. The build gun, the color gun, what was it called? The RSS gun no longer works, I think, with this newest update for update 8. And that's the only way I think you can select these. Boy, now I'm thinking I really better buy it and try it. We definitely want hollow signs. I don't want the Minecraft sign, I wouldn't use it. Drone signs are cool, pipeline signs, conveyor signs, all of these are all really, really very cool. Let's see where that leaves us. Oh, wow, we only have 8 left. Oh, cool. Well, let's see, I can spend 2 tickets to test the sugar cube. Let's see if I really, really need to spend these coupons somewhere else. I don't think I care too much. I don't really care about Clean Mark II. We have all of those. Clean Mark II pipes is what I meant to say. I gotta stop trailing off. It's really annoying. I annoy myself when I'm editing even. And if I can tell you a secret, I actually enjoy watching my own videos when I'm done with them. But when I trail off like that, it irritates me when I watch too. So, sorry about that. Ooh, boombox. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god, it's kind of serendipitous. Like I should probably buy all these instead. This really does seem like a sign from Fix-It Management. But we all know I'm going to put my own background music in anyway, so I will bite the bullet for you. Alright, got a little sugar cube. This might be the very first sign the very first truck I've put down. Yep, so I can't select that. Where, let's see, has the RSS gun been removed? Or does it just not work anymore? It's not in there. Let's see if I can build one. I'm like 90% sure that they've been removed, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to leave this here to shame it. Alright, so we need 300 diamond and just under 200 salt. So let's grab that. Oh, lime dust. No. Pushed so many wrong buttons. Okay. 300. I'll take the 400 so we have 100 for a crusher module in case we ever need it. And what did I say? Salt. Just under 200. Oh, I thought there was 3 machines going here. I think there's more salt over here. There's really not. There's never salt anywhere when I need it. You know what? We'll find some somewhere else though, I'm sure. Let's go and grab, what is that, crushed tin? And then 100 zinc plates. So zinc we'll find down here below the oil. And crushed tin would be inside here. Rarely come down here nowadays. It's spooky. There's 200 and 400 crushed tin. Let's just make a mammon here. I know it's a bit dark. I apologize for that. But be out of here lickety split. Well, that was illuminating. Must be in a milestone. Let me check the wiki so I don't not do it when I easily could. Ah yes, the diamond mining head is in tier 8. We're nowhere near that. Okay, great suggestion either way. Thank you for leaving the comment. I really do appreciate it. It was a good idea. Well there, now let's turn our attentions back to the matter at hand. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I had one thing planned for this episode, and let's do that right now. Well, we're going to put a pin in that right now because I keep running out of resources. I wasn't thinking just how absolute massive this is. Oh, and then there's that. What on earth is that gap? I don't know. I'm a little worried that it means I did something completely wrong somewhere and everything's off. But, yeah, don't worry about that. We're not going to ever look at that again. Yeah, anyway, I thought I was going to be able to just really quick whip up, do a quick little time lapse, and fill in the bottom. And maybe that's not even a smart idea. We're putting down a ton of objects that we're not even going to see. Right, like the inside. I don't mean the inside. I mean the outside. Like we're going to have all this filled in, but then we're going to trim it in something. We're going to make the base look. It's not just going to be a solid wall like that. That is not very attractive. So maybe if we're going to say, I don't know, have a different type of wall or a different type of foundation going down like in front of the pillars. Something to add some visual depth. Then we don't need to put in all the concrete anyway. Anyway, I got what? Not even half done with one with Beetlejuice. So that building's called Beetlejuice if you're new around here. Now over here we're stepping into Vega, which is where we're doing the oil.
Canopus. Canopus.
Canopus. Canopus.
Okay, let's figure this out. How do we want to run the train signal? That is my first question. I'm sorry, not the train signal, the train line. Because we need to get this out of here so we can get the train going and start bringing the oil in. I did get this comment from friend of the channel, Extra Fresh, who suggested a forward and a backward locomotive so I could pull in and then pull back out. For a way to make space and we could go back on the same train line. That is a really great idea and it would save a lot of space, but it doesn't fit into what I want to do with the rest of this and how I have plans. So it was a great suggestion, thank you. But I think I'm going to stick with forward, pulling out in the forward direction too, just so we have unidirectional trains so I don't have to worry about them turning anywhere or coming in backwards, particularly here where we have sand at the front and then 3 oil in the back. We wouldn't want them to be the whole train set up to be flipped somehow. So Also, you might remember the name Extra Fresh because he is the one that designed those. The train design pillars. Oh, wait, remember I wanted to... Oh man. Making video content with ADHD is hard. But remember I wanted to make a single one of those? Let's do that, because why not? It's going to be pretty easy, I suspect. All we're going to do is just delete one of these. Something like this. Alright, and all of that, and all of this. Now, we're missing our little bottom dongle for plugging it into the pillar. So let's save this one as test 1. Really awesome. Alright, clear the blueprinter. Now let's load in the Mark II. First off, let me stop falling my hover pack. What is that? It's just a pillar support. Can I somehow just butt it up here? What I was thinking to do, why I saved that test one, was to just delete everything else except for this bottom part and put the single and paste the blueprint over that. That might work. Is it gonna work? I'm not sure. Okay, here's what we'll do. Let's do something. What is happening? Something like that, and then that. Actually, I do think I want, this is going to need to be moved over, and then I think down just a little bit. So instead of putting that right there, let's put it, well, it's probably too far. No, it's gonna be cool. Let's go up one there. So now there, and then there. I think I nailed it on the first try. I think I nailed the spacing exactly right. Yes, okay, so I didn't end up using the test one I made, and now I have to re-delete everything again. But that's okay. I'm actually going to leave this one on because I find it incredibly difficult to click that, if you couldn't tell just a second ago. Anyway, you're watching me do this. You don't need to watch it again. Okay, I did take that little detour to mess with the blueprint, not because I need to use it right now, but because I needed it so many times last episode, and I anticipate using it a lot of times in the future. And I have a note right here that says, don't forget to do the blueprint this episode. So I guess technically I lied a little bit when I said I only had one thing planned. The base. In my defense, I did say that without having looked at my notes, so you know, I misspoke, but that's because I didn't bother trying to not misspeak. I also don't know what I'm saying. Now, okay, let's get back to the matter at hand. We need to close the train tracks out. Even though I had that great suggestion, I don't want to just back them out because I want to have the trains going every which way. And I definitely don't want to back it out onto here, which would mean I'd need to go here, but then it might actually work okay. Boy, that would work. Oh, Extra Fresh, you're so wise. But I still don't want to do it. It's a great idea, but it's not the right idea for this situation for me. Now, I did say I wanted to complete the rest of this factory to see about where all the lines were going to go before I planned them out. But then that means I've got to what? I've got to wait to get the train going until I've completed the rest of the factory. Which doesn't really sound great either. Boy, I'm really at a loss here. I guess the first thing we could do is clean up my mess from last episode when I got bored doing stairs. We could make that white. Oh, right. Right. We were going to look at signs for this. Let's do that. All over the place. But I love it. Oh, I'm having such a great time. I know I said that last time. I'm having a really great time playing Satisfactory and releasing these videos. I really do appreciate you watching, and I would ask that you please hit the like button and please subscribe if you're not already subscribed to the channel. I'm trying to get 10,000 subscribers this calendar year, and I'm not even a quarter of the way, and I started over 1,000, and we're more than halfway through the year. So I'm not doing very well. But that's why I want to remind you now. So please hit the subscribe button and help me reach my goal of getting to 10,000 subscribers. And also, if you want to hang out with me and chat about Satisfactory Plus or anything all day, every day, join the community Discord and be a part of our community. When you're with us, you're not alone. All right, so how do we mount this? I don't think it would look good if we just mount it right there. It'll stick out too much. Why can I not stick this? Why are these so wonky like this? I don't even know. I don't think the normal ones don't act like that, do they? The normal ones are just... Yeah, it snaps to the wall like that. For some reason, the vanilla equivalents in RSS goes sideways. That's weird. Sticks out a bit, and I don't love that. So what if we move that, or excuse me, eliminate that, take this one, put it right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there, like that. Does that work? Now we won't have it. Excuse me. Now we don't have it on that side. Let's see, what if we just add an element? Let's just see how this looks. Oh no, that was right. Image. Select an image. I want RSS shapes. Just solid shape. Make it red. Save and exit. It does look really cool. All right, let's figure out a way to make this a little bit better. It's just off a little bit, and I can't get it. Like I want it to fall right below that little black lip right there. So I'm going left and right. I can hold Control and go left and right, and it's just not falling where I want it to. So what I want to do is move the foundation and offset that by a little bit like that. We can go one more. So I held Control and moved it one tick to move, to kind of offset it, the whole foundation. And that didn't work either. And of course that wasn't going to work either, because even using Control and the arrow keys after locking in the hologram, we're still only moving the foundation in increments of 0.5 meter, which then equals 1 meter and everything like that. So what we really need to do is get it offset by something like 1/4 meter. And let me see if I can think of a way to do that. I know one way to do that is with like a power pole. And no, wait a minute. This is still just offset by 1/2, I think. Let me try it. I think if you just offset it by 1 there, and then you use a pillar, and you point at the power pole, and then lay it down. Yeah, no, this is how I used to do 0.5 meter increments, I'm pretty sure. But we can try it, just to make sure I don't have an oversight of something. Yeah, so something like that. Now if we take a sign, like I said, thinking about it conceptually, I'm pretty sure this isn't correct. Yeah, it's still wrong. If you know how to make an offset perfectly in the horizontal direction of 1/4 meter, that would solve this issue And if you could let me know down in the comments or tell me on Discord, I'd be appreciative because I'm having a brain fart right now and not sure I know how to do that. Oh, there's another option. One more option. Let's try one more. If we slide against a pillar, it isn't exactly... It's infinitely smooth, I think maybe is a way to describe. I'm not sure if that's a good way to describe what I'm saying, but a lot of times you can slide against sides of pillars. So see, I can, yeah, this is what I mean to say is it doesn't snap to increments like it does on the foundation. You can slide it. So what I could do, slide this on an increment that appears to be sort of like a quarter. Problem with this is it's not exact and not replicatable very easily. So I don't really like that very much. But we'll try it. I've already said all these words. So I think we can accomplish our goal using this method with a little bit of trial and error. So it was right there, and we need to go a little bit further away, so maybe just like this. But again, I don't love this because it's not replicatable, so still reach out if you know how I can do this. Yeah, I love that. I love that, but I want it to be replicatable, so... I don't want to say the word replicatable again, either. And that being said, we don't really have a way to do the inside as well, because look how far out the back of the signs stick. Cool. Let's take some time and be inside of this factory a little bit more and get some more stuff going. Let's give ourselves some room there, and now I'd like to... Oh yeah, I forgot to spend time between episodes and look at how the fluid buffers work for trains. I can't remember. It's not as simple as just putting the fluid buffer there. You need like priority piping. I don't remember how to do that. I will look though. But we'll just do it without for right now. But we do know how to do this one. So we'll take an industrial storage container. And I'm running out of Mark IV belts, so we'll have to use Mark III for right now. But that's okay. Let's do industrial fluid buffer. We'll put buffers in now just to have them in. Grab Mark II pipes, lead them out like this. There, that looks nice. I'll just replicate that. There. Let's move that out of the way, and sorry, let's take that out and we'll move it in line with those as well. And this is all I want in this room. Assuming we can put the machines we need down here. I think we can. That worked well. Let's figure out where the wall's gonna be, so I don't accidentally overbuild it. Maybe steel walls at the start. Alright, that's enough to see what we're dealing with. Let's get some 1 meters. And then we'll mess with some windows maybe. That doesn't look good. This is what I was worried about. It was a while ago now, but how did I decide? How did I say we were going to fix it? I think by building the walls at this back... Building the walls at this back location right here. So yeah, we need to move this back because I need to raise this part up. Just this is frustrating. I think we're too close. Extra fresh was right. We should back right out. Now what we could do is we could build the wall up right here and then have the train go outside the factory and then back in somewhere kind of random almost. I mean, that could be kind of cool just to see. I mean, if you're standing over there looking at it, just have a train shoot out the wall, go in there and then shoot back in. It's going to be kind of cool. But taking the time to just turn this whole structure 90 degrees would also work and be pretty easy, I think. Then I have to take out everything I just did, but then it's actually going to work well. In case you don't know how to get rid of flickering, this is how you do it. Alright, let's block that off as not buildable. Let's see, 1, 2.5 foundations right up to there. So we could put the train stations right here. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Just start making some decisions. Fluid platform is going to go that way. A fluid pointing that way as well. And a fluid pointing that way as well. Alright, whatever. For some reason that worked. Alright, let's extend the floor up. That's good. Train station. Alright, door track to central. No, this needs to be Canopus crude oil receiving. I love it. There. We just replicated everything, put it sideways. I said replicate way too frequently this episode. Should probably cut some of it out. And since we're here talking about it, let's kind of get into the idea of what the outside of the building could look like. And so that's going to mean 4-meter foundations with vertical, I suspect. Something like that. Now with the 2-meter. And now what if we want nice big picture windows? Yeah, I think this is going to have to be the way... This is going to have to be the way we do it. So now what do we do with all this oil? Crude oil consumed in... We want crude oil purification. That's right, so we did 900 divided by 75, which was 12. And then 12 times 40, which was 480. So now we're going to get out 900 purified crude oil and 120 raw sludge. So we need 12 flexible blast furnaces. We'll come up and we're going to close in with walls and ceilings this little part, and then worry about Pioneer foot access via these stairs right here, assuming we can fit them now, since we did change our plan with that. Oh, speaking of that, let me get rid of that power pole right there, and then let's run these vertically this way, just so we know where the wall is. Now we can obviously take these out when we decide on how to trim it. I'm not sure when we're going to get to that. Right now I want to get some actual factories built. So this is just placeholder reminder, so we know what we can't butt up against. And even then we could go half a foundation into this, because we could use half foundations on the outside instead, should it come to that. Alright, but we know we're going to come in and out somewhere over here in general. Right, so let's figure out how we're going to... We can delete that since I put that diagonal one in last episode, so now we can get rid of that protrusion. And our battery's full, and we've got it lit right there. We should probably make this symmetrical. Yeah, let's make it symmetrical, why not? So let's put a battery in. Make sure that the power indicator's facing the direction, which it is. And then... just finishing stuff off so it doesn't go undone. There we go. We need to move that right about there. And right about there. Alright, now we've got that clipping. It is time to fix that. So we'll need a power outlet. Now I don't mind a little bit of clipping. I don't care, for example, here. And then from there, see, that's not really noticeable, so I don't really have a problem with that. I can hide that connection in the wall. I love it. The way we're going to do the floors in here is by customly building them, so I can actually get rid of all of these spokes. Let's see if we can get some more light in here for now. Why not much? Let's go upstairs and mark where the oil and stuff will come down. Okay, I suppose it could actually be anywhere, right? But let's just... I don't know. This is hard. I was hoping we'd be able to just do this kind of quickly, but I feel like I'm having trouble making decisions. So let's try one way out there. There, no, this one we're gonna need a floor hole. There. So now we'll have sand go down there. And we'll need Mark II pipelines. Let's see if we can get some more of those brass deposited automatically. 100 would be perfect, please. Please tell me you're in the Faxit network. We aren't next to the Faxit network. Let's... Oh no, we are. Oh, we got them. I just didn't see it pop up. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Mark II pipeline. If you're curious at why I'm running them all the way over here, I don't know. My thought is that... I don't know. I guess just that my thought is this is permanent. We're not going to add anything more in right here, right? So we might as well spread out and kind of put cool features in of where we want them. Like, I could put the floor hole right there instead and then have 3 full foundations of emptiness. But I don't want anything else right here, right? Like, we're not going to walk on this floor even. This isn't for walking. This is for trains and maintenance and pipes. So there might be a maintenance access point. In fact, now that I say that out loud, there's surely going to be a maintenance access point, right? So we're going to have a door right there. Yeah. And then the stairway, the stairwell will increase going, or continue on going that way. Sorry, I'm always losing my train of thought. So we're gonna have a door right there for maintenance reasons to get in. But really we want the foot traffic to be up higher. Well, okay, now I said I was gonna wait, but I suppose it doesn't matter, right? Let's do it now. Let's get a wall. We're gonna go up. How many are we gonna go up? 6, 7, 2 meters, but we can actually get away with probably a 1 meter. Something like that. I was thinking about this earlier in that if we make the if we make the ceilings and the floors out of foundations, like right here we used 2 meter, and I don't remember why that was. I don't think there was a good reason for it. But if we do 1 meter instead, we could stack 2. If we have the thickness between it as 2 meters, we can stack 2 layers like this, so the floor of one level can be different material and color than the ceiling of the level below that. So we could also put in logistics floors, which is probably the smart thing to do, even though I don't love that idea. So let's grab some more lights. That looks to be perfectly centered. Messed that all up. I didn't have it rotated the correct direction. So that still looks good. And that looks good. Something like that. Alright, this isn't permanent right here. I just want to get the lights on. This, I'm going to wait till we get walls, and then we'll put outlets on the wall. Something like that. I think we're getting kind of close to moving forward. I want to get to a point where then I can, between episodes I can do this. I kind of like that. Let me know if you like that or hated it, kind of how I did the white and the red between it. Like, you saw me come up with the idea. Similar to this, you've seen me come up with this plan now. Can I just do this later? Like, you don't need to sit here and watch me zoop for an hour. Or maybe you're into that type of thing. I know it's going to be a mixed bag because I get lots of comments both directions pretty frequently. Alright, let's head downstairs again. So here's the oil, it's 900. So we've got 300 coming out of each pipe, right? We need 12, so 12 divided by 3 is 4. So we can do 4 machines in 3 rows maybe. And then have the sand separate. So we're dealing with the fluid and flexible blast furnace, I mean. So we need 12 of these. Here, what we could do is we can actually run the pipes along the ceiling in this case, which would be really cool, I think. So, yeah. To the intersection. I love that. Right? I mean, that's pretty cool. Something like that. Alright, now for this we want crude oil purification. You know what though, I've got the outputs facing that way, that seems kind of silly. Let's turn this around. There, that looks good for that one. Let's do the third one, and then now what we can do is kind of offset them. I think that would be kind of neat. So for example, we'll have the first one here, and then the second one here, and then the third line here. Now will we be able to have all the outputs? Yeah, and then the outputs will have a straight shot over to here. We're not gonna have enough room. Yeah, so there instead. Horizontal to vertical. Yeah, that looks really great like that. Except I almost wish... I wish we had the sand right here instead. The way this got planned out, I didn't really think about that. And I could change it all, but that seems like a lot of work for... Like, all I would have to do is just bring a belt of sand down this way, and then along all the back of these machines. So move that one there, and now this one gets moved to here. And I'm still almost positive we're not going to have enough room. Wait a minute, maybe we will. So 1, 2, 3, 1. So just 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're gonna have room. We're gonna have plenty of room. We're just enough. We're a medium amount. I don't know. I like this spacing too, and we can kind of replicate that. I wish these snapped. Like, I wish these were broken up and it would snap to every half meter or so. Kind of like things on the foundations do. But we can line it up with the middle of the foundation next to it. And as long as it's close, it's going to look pretty good. Now, so we can add some lights. Let's run the rest of these pipes. I love it. This has been a bit of a slow episode, and I apologize for that. Still trying to figure out this new format where we're building things permanently. The only reason that's important is because when I wasn't really decorating too much before, I would just lay down the machines and we're good. But now I've got to figure out lights, we've got to figure out walls, ceilings, floors, etc. Personnel movement corridors and staircases, things like that. So again, we're going to have to do a little bit of everything every episode. And so we're just going to have to kind of move at the pace that we're able to. Like, we're still, this is what, episode 3 now of just trying to get crude oil in here. I suspect we're going to pick up speed as we gain a little bit more practice with this new format. So let me know what you think down below, and I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.
Bad. plays games.
Bad 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 plays games.
Nous avons pêché ensemble.
Nous avons pêché ensemble.